Sure if it came out on video or not, but I just saw a glimpse of the black ghost knifefish. I think we got to see it dash across the back of the tank for a moment. I saw it with its head sticking out of the front of the cave here. And of course, by the time I got my camera over here, it saw me walking through the room and panicked and disappeared again. Oh, there's his face. Let's see if he comes out. So really, really reclusive fish. There he goes. And little glimpses like this are about all I get to see. We get to see him dart across the back of the tank, back into his cave. So he's got plenty of room. You know, I've had people say before that this fish just doesn't have enough room in the tank, and so on and so forth. But I'm actually now watching a tiger barb back there sort of going under the rock, and I don't know if it's trying to get some food that's under there or if it's harassing the knife fish. It looks like it's just trying to get some food under there. But I know the knife fish used to hide all the time because I used to have a T-bar cichlid in this tank, and I know it harassed the knife fish every time it came out. So I got rid of the T-bar in hopes that we'd see more of the black ghost. And now I'm wondering if it's not a similar situation, but just the tiger barbs being the ones that do it. So, I don't know, but I'm not adding any more tiger barbs. When the final two that are in here pass away, that'll be the end of it. And the black ghost is getting pretty big, and you will see occasionally, just like he did if any fish swim in front of his little cave there, he'll dart out and try to grab him. He always reminds me of the asteroid monster from the Star Wars movie. The way he just sort of snakes out and grabs at something and then disappears back into his cave. But you can see he's getting pretty big. You can see his tail sticking up off to the right. There we go. We finally get a look at him. That is the most I've seen of this fish in, I'm going to say months. Definitely weeks and weeks, but probably a couple of months since I've actually seen him out of the tank fully like that. And that is mainly because I have not been spending as much time in here as I used to. I used to just hang out in here with pretty much every moment that I had free and available. I would spend hanging out with my fish, and I have sort of drifted away from spending that much time in here. Especially now that the weather's getting nicer. I've been out and about and doing some stuff, so I'm seeing a lot less of my fish. And for the reclusive ones like this black ghost knife fish, I see very little of it anymore. Well, we're going to get a real treat today and see it twice, maybe. That certainly gives you a pretty good look. It gives me a pretty good look at just how big he's getting in there. So this tank is going to get some work today. I need to get the glass cleaned up. I need to do a water change, and I probably ought to get in there and trim back some of the plants. These two temple plants I've got growing right here in the front are actually up and out of the water, and they're, you know, growing emergent at this point. So I need to get in there and trim them back. And if you'll notice, that leaf that's lying across the top of that cave is all sort of yellowed. That needs to get trimmed out. There's a few other little odds and ends I need to do in there. And of course we need to get on top of the green hair algae that's growing crazy in there as well. That's what's all over the front glass. So make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to miss any of the videos I got coming up on this tank or anything else. I will be shooting that video later today, as I said, on this tank specifically. But I've always got something going on in here, and I try to shoot video pretty much every day, so if you're subscribed, you won't miss any of it. I will be changing the name of this tank pretty soon, I hope, but for now, we're still calling it my Black Ghost Knifefish tank. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you got to see a little bit of him. I'll see you real soon in the next one.